Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk to y'all today about panic attacks. I live with panic attacks on the daily. No, they don't happen daily, but I have to live with the fear of them possibly happening at any moment. Mine are induced by sleep deprivation, meaning that the less sleep that I have means that I'm most likely going to have a panic attack. Panic attacks for me feel as if I am going to die. I'm just going to put it bluntly. My heart starts racing, my blood pressure starts to shoot through the roof. I shake, I can't think, I can barely hear what's going on around me. All I can feel and hear is my heart beating out of my chest. This week was especially hard for me. I wasn't feeling so good, so I didn't get quite as much sleep a few days here and there. My first set of panic attacks actually happened the night that I uploaded my second video to this channel. And it was because I had not gotten enough sleep over those past couple of days, those 2 days, because I was so excited and I was happy and everybody was giving me such positive feedback on the channel and everything. So essentially, I did it to myself, which I know better, but hey, unfortunately, it's something I have to deal with. One of the things that I do to help kind of curb the likeliness of them happening to me is I take a magnesium supplement, an iron supplement, and a B12 supplement along with a prenatal vitamin. No, I'm not pregnant and I most likely will never have a child. It's just the prenatal, they say, actually gives me the extra nutrients that I need for my age and some of the conditions that I have. So I take those daily, and for the most part, they do help. They keep the panic attacks at bay, except for, like I said, on the days that I'm super tired. Um, the best way that I can describe a panic attack is how I described it to the rest of my family is that I live with a constant little black cloud in the back of my head, and there's a lot of times that he wants to take over. On the days that I feel good and that I'm not tired, I can fight him off. And I keep him in the little back part of my brain, is what I say. But on the days that I'm tired or I don't feel well and I don't have the energy to fight him off, he does tend to cloud over and he takes over my thought process to where I can't think straight. Again, my heart starts to pound. Things don't make sense. And I truly feel as if I'm going to die. It is one of the scariest things in the world to have happen. Can't breathe. It's terrifying. So, a few of the tricks that I've learned to help, other than taking my supplements, is in the process of having a panic attack, is if I have one and I'm with somebody, if they will just like put their arms around me, or if they hug me, or if they just kind of hold me, it seems to wear off a lot faster that way, because it's like it initiates the safe feeling inside of you. So you feel like, okay, I'm safe. The panic attack, it's done, it's over with, it's not going to hurt me. I have somebody here to protect me. And essentially, that's what you need whenever you have a panic attack. Now, on the days that I may be alone, they're not as easy to deal with on my own, but I do deal with them. I have like a little pink crystal that I keep with me, and I hold it and I rub it, and it's just the cooling sensation from the stone, and then just the feeling of it is just like I know it's real, and I know the things that are going on in my head aren't real. So I use the stone to kind of ground me and bring me back to reality and knowing that, I'm safe, everything's good, we're not dying, we're okay. They started happening, panic attacks started happening a little over a year ago. I noticed they started shortly after I had quit my job at the time. I had been with the company for about 4.5, 5 years. I had to leave for personal reasonings. That's a different story for a different day. So I was home for about 2 weeks without a job, And then my husband and I were going on vacation. We had had the vacation planned for well over a year at that point, so paying for it wasn't an issue. So we drove from where we lived at the time, which was in Louisiana. We drove from the edge of Louisiana all the way to Orlando, Florida. I had had a stomach virus that day, so I didn't have too much sleep off and on throughout the day. So we drove from Louisiana to Orlando, like I said, which was about 12 and a half, 13-hour drive. And it was a crazy, crazy, crazy drive. It was a blast. Can't wait to do it again, but I'm just hoping I won't be sick this time. But again, that's when I noticed they started happening, because I didn't have a whole lot of sleep that week, because I was so excited. I was in a new place, in a new environment. I was seeing new and fun things. So I really didn't sleep a whole lot that week. Luckily, my mom has had panic attacks, so she was able to talk to me during the few nights that I would have them, and I didn't want to wake up my husband because at the time I really didn't understand that they were panic attacks. I really just thought I was sick, and I thought something was seriously wrong. I remember one night in particular, um, I had I had to wake up my husband because even just talking to my mom, it really wasn't helping. And I was like, I need to do something. I'm like, I need to go to the emergency room. I need to move. I can't breathe. It's just, I was short of breath and I couldn't do anything. So we ended up going to Walmart, believe it or not, and I picked up some Vicks Vapor Rub because at the time I noticed that if I get panicked or if I get scared, also I use a little bit of Vicks and I put it right under here under my nose, or I also use peppermint oil. And the two scents are some of my favorite scents, and so they kind of calm me down and it helps clear up the thought process also. So, yeah, like I said, they started about a year ago, and each day I learned more and more about how to manage them, I guess. They're scary, they're terrifying. I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. It's a scary, scary time. There was another time in particular, it wasn't actually that long ago, it might have been 2 or 3 months ago now. My husband and I, we were at home and I was in one room and he was in another room. He was watching TV in the other room. And I knew I could feel the panic attack coming on. But the scary part was for me is I couldn't talk. I couldn't speak at all. So I had a ketchup packet from a local restaurant. And I feel bad even thinking about this. Is all I could do was I could pick up that ketchup packet and I threw it at the other door to get his attention because I couldn't speak, I couldn't move. All I could do was just throw the ketchup packet. So when the ketchup packet actually hit the door, it busted. So there was ketchup all over the wall. And I felt so bad afterwards, but it was the only way I knew to get his attention. So he come in and he realized I was having a panic attack. So he put his arms around me and he held me and he hugged me, and I ended up started crying afterwards because it was a really bad one. That was probably like the worst one I'd ever had. Um, and then I realized I had ketchup all over the door and I felt so bad. But he said he understood and he wasn't mad at all. So he actually cleaned it up for me. So, yeah, that one was really bad. Um, Other than that, I deal with it day to day. I try to get as much sleep as possible. I try to have a healthier diet, because I know like certain foods contain a lot of salt, and I'm also noticing that sometimes if I have higher amounts of salt that day, that actually triggers it also, which I'm not 100% sure why that is. I need to get with a doctor and see if they can actually tell me what exactly causes panic attacks 100%. Like I said, all I know is that mine are sleep deprivation and poor eating habits. That works a lot too for me, which I like food. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that part sucks. Anyways, I just wanted to take this moment and thank y'all so much for all the love and support y'all been giving me. I know this video is kind of long and it's kind of rambly, but I just kind of want to give y'all a little bit of insight of what I deal with on panic attacks. I'm hoping to put up another video actually here in just a few minutes after I edit this one and see how it looks and everything like that. So I just want to again say thank y'all so much for all the love and support y'all been giving me. I actually have 19 subscribers. Yay! That's so awesome. And some of you are family and friends, and I do have a couple of people on here that I have not really met before. So thank y'all so much for the love and support. It's incredible. So I will see you soon.